triple R, crescent shine star. She travels near, she travels far. She's crescent shine star. Kristen, she's the one and only. Puts mustard on macaroni. Lovely girl with a swirl, because she's crescent shine star. Triple R, crescent shine star. She travels near, she travels far. She's crescent shine star.
Triple R and
Crescent smoothie, aka the mustard queen. K-Dog.
Kristen Giant. Boom.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Boom.
Out in the yard when the moon is high. Oh yeah. There's a deer named Funky Bones. Don't be shy. He tiptoes softly, looking for a treat. Captain Kira's got apples good enough to eat. Oh yeah. Funky Bones with his groove, moving to the beat. Kira's got the apples, they're so sweet. Coming close, just a nibble. Don't be afraid. Look at them dance. It's a backyard rave. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. It's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs. Funky Bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Oh yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey,
Under
Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. Funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray luncheon in the hay. Chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play. Jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky. adventures, Beanie feels the soothe. Little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes. Life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon. Stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune. Backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Teeny Scrappy routed on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Seasoned sisters jumping wild and free, leapfrogging over Posh Spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night, feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh Spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night, feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh Spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies crumble but they're falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
He's a rabbit that can't get enough cookies. Loves to munch, munch, munch every day. Can't get enough. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating because he's a cookie king. He would eat the cookies until he turns into a cookie himself. He's a king of eating cookies. Can't get enough of them. He will never, ever, ever stop eating them. Keep them Down to the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating 'cause he's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating 'cause he's a cookie king. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Who did I find? Hi, big girl. Oh my gosh. I forgot to turn my stereo off again. Well, you know what? It's not that bad. Okay, I think I can handle it. What are you doing, Jibby Job, huh? Did you star in another? You know what? No, I'm turning it off. I gotta turn it off. Okay. Jabba, do you want to star? Here, you star with yeah, you go up there for a second. I just have to run downstairs. Jabba, you were supposed to come over here. Yeah. Silly girl. All right, guys, we are ready to rumble. Look at this. We have our trays back. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Well, dump donkey's tray. But yeah, guys, we have our tray back. We are back in business. How's everyone doing? Julie, I see you. Presto Changeo, I know you're about to see a show. Gypsies! All right, we got Jibby Jabba. She is ready to eat. So is her sister. Posh, oh, Posh and Jabba, you guys better get back in there. Oh, you could miss dinner time. Big puppy dogs. What are these? Puppy dog logs. Oh, guys, here, wait. Let me see if I can put that. There we go. What are you doing, Gwynch? Yeah, they've got their bunny tray back. We are back in business, bunny tray business. And then, oh, we're going to do excited. So excited. We're going to do another one. Okay. Okay, we got one more big tray. Gosh, this really needs two hands. Oh boy. Oh boy. Camera and a big giant tray. You guys, big giant Bunz, your big giant tray is coming and I cannot get in here. Oh my. Oh my. Where's Curie Blood Rose? Oh my gosh, she was the one who always would be like, oh. Okay, guys. Oh, we're gonna eat from the tunnel, huh? That's how we're gonna do this tonight. We're just gonna stay in the tunnel. Oh, how convenient. Eating from the tunnel. Nice. The Giant Buns restaurant, you can choose to sit in a tunnel, in a cactus tunnel. Yeah. Woo. You guys, I had so much cleaning to do before the stream, as always, but man, I guess you know what? The more the bunnies poop, the healthier they are, right? That's truth. That's the double truth, Ruth. That is the double truth, Ruth. And what? Okay, I had a drink. I did have a drink. Guys, where's Mama Buns' drink? Hmm? Your Mama Bun's drink. Papa Bun is just chilling. He's gonna wait his turn to eat. And then we have Mr. Solo Bachelor Pad. He got his kale. He's a good boy. I'm gonna leave this on Donkey for 1 second because I believe what am I drinking? What's out here? Oh, yeah. I got my drink. Here we go. Did anyone see the new cherry buns? Cherry buns, giant buns short today. It was cute. And thing is, I made a bunch of I'm just gonna make a little mixed drink here. By mixed drink I mean cherries and tonic water. So the theme was cherries today. I sent a bunch of these cute little videos of me feeding the various giant buns. They all got some frozen organic tart Montmorency cherries this morning. They're just awesome cherries. They help with inflammation. They're full of antioxidants. They're so yummy. They're the old-fashioned, like, basic pie cherry. Um, they're the real bright pinky red instead of the deep blackish burgundy red that the sweet cherries are. But I have a lot of these cherries because I got them from the truckload pickup that Krispy Kreme and I do. And I'm thrilled, and the bunnies love them, and they're low sugar as far as fruit goes. I mean, they are a tart cherry, so, you know, there's not a ton of sugar, but anyway, I sent the Giant Fun's producer just so he could, like, see, "Oh, look, look how cute they are." And he ended up whipping up this kind of way fancier than I would have done. He combined a bunch of the videos into one, and he had the cute little music soundtrack, and at the end, he does a little he not animate. He does a little voiceover. There's a little voiceover thing, like, for, like, the bunnies or like, one of the bunnies is talking. So, anyway, it was very cute. I was excited that he went ahead and did that, and, I guess we can thank Donkey for that because he's still locked up in that downstairs bathroom shower. How about Justin Platt? Oh my gosh, Hewlin Mall. I am a dancer. And I know some of the dances, like, I know I've studied the Michael Jackson dances and basically performed them, Thriller, Beat It, all those. As a dancer, you like to learn those. They're just super fun and iconic, but I was like, "Man, Justin?" I mean, I think part of it is that he's an incredible imitator, but you know what? He has rhythm. The guy has natural rhythm. He can move, and he can groove. He's groovy. And I was really so happy to see Justin just, like, killing it with his dance moves. I mean, and you know what? I hate to say, I do like a guy who can dance, and I hate to identify people, "Oh, guys, ooh, guys can dance," but no, I mean, it is really nice. Everyone dances, I mean, everyone can dance, but not everyone does, and sure, there are women who don't dance, but when a guy can really dance, it catches my attention, and it makes me super happy. And then I guess there's something about, like, a dance-off that's gonna happen with, like, Steven, Justin, and Jack. That sounds awesome. You bet Donkey would still prefer cookies than the cherries, I know. I saw your comment, Huey, and I need to respond to it. I was so happy to see you're the first comment, I think. So thank you. Wait a minute, and Hugh and Ma, I didn't even read your intro. Now waiting the presence of the glorious Captain Kira, Queen of the Buns. Thank you, darling. They call him that good old Hugh and Ma. He is the best mod of them all. When he shows up in giant buns, we can have so much fun because he's that sweet old Hugh and Ma. Yeehaw! He has a great dog, and her name is Lucy Goosey. She's floofy and oh so sweet. When she shows up in the chat, we say, "How about that? She's that good old Lucy girl." Yeah. We don't always have to rhyme. But yeah. Um, yes. So how has everyone's day been today, huh? I happened to find out that a good friend of mine, someone I genuinely just think is salt of the earth, just a person that I love dearly. She has been in hospital since Wednesday, and I won't say too much more about that. Like what is happening with her, because that's her thing. But I won't say her name. But um, man, I am so surprised, and I feel so sad that she's had to be hospitalized for an extended amount of time. My goodness. So I am definitely, I told her I'd be praying for her, and I've been thinking about her. And it's funny, I was thinking about her in general because her husband also has some things coming up that he has to get dealt with, medical stuff. And I've been worried about him, worried about her husband. And then little did I know, I asked her today, when is your husband, going to be getting his medical stuff done? And she said, well, that's not until February. However, I am in the hospital. I've been in the hospital since Wednesday. And I was like, oh my goodness, how did I miss this? I don't know. Anyway, if you happen to be listening, all my love goes to you. You know, we got to be here for each other during times that are tough. You know, that's when and when things are good too. And I've had some really fun, happy times, with my friend, and recently too. But these, I feel like the winter is a tough time. My mom's health things are flaring up, and I feel really sorry for her having to deal with some things. And I feel like a lot of people in the winter, it's like the challenge time. Like, ooh, I don't know what it is. I think it's, winter is like less sun, shorter days, Mhm. Superheated, dry air. I mean, just, and you know what? The holidays kind of mess with people too. The holidays can like stress you out, and like, there's some of that stuff too. And if you're working in a job that relies heavily on shopping and stuff like that, I think it can take a toll also. So, anyway, um, much love to my friend, sending it out to you, to the universe. Um, but yeah, hopefully, if you are watching, this is comforting and nice. Yeah, we got these beautiful babies. We got a beautiful family of bunnies, and can't go wrong with that. You really can't. There's a bit of work. They are a bit of work, just like any. They're basically my children. I have 9 children, and they have litter boxes, and they have food bowls, and they need fresh produce every day, and they need a lot of attention and playing and love, and they like to run around the house one group at a time and go crazy. And when it's nice out, they get to go outside in their outdoor play pens, their play enclosures. So, yeah, I'm the Bunz mom. Hey, Mr. Wee's Banana. Did they eat all the are you talking about the cherries? They did. I have, if you saw that bowl, that kind of oval, oh gosh, what would you call it? Yeah, it's kind of a bowl, um, platter bowl. That thing, they did. It took them a while to eat all of them, and I kept switching them from one group to another. So, every group got some. But yes, they did. And the thing about it is, I know that it's not terribly sugary because it doesn't make any of them get like, to be blunt, doesn't like make any of them get like more softer poops or anything, because that is you don't want to over charge a bunny system with sugars. But no, that's a good one. That is a good one. And like when I give them something like that, I don't give them cookies or anything. That's like the only extra thing they're getting. Right, Sluggy? Oh, I know another thing I forgot. I meant to bring, okay, I'll just do that later. I meant to bring Delphine her red pepper. Yes. Because older mama rabbits, they need a little boost, a vitamin C boost. That's what I think. Right, Mr. Gwynch? And you, Gwynnie, too. Oh, older papa rabbits, he needs a little vitamin C too. I'll give you some of the red pepper. Oh, but banana, Mr. Wee's banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana, frittata, pina colada, Hakuna Matata. I drive a Miata. I love him a whole lot. Da, 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 da. Mr. Wee's banana split. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. Bom. Um, how are you, Mr. Wee's banana? How are all the critters in your home? Dusty? Dusty? Do I need to take the tunnel away? Hmm? Dusty? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, you're eating kale. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. You can chew on kale all you want. Yeah, that's what we want, Dusty. That's good. Yes. Yeah, what Mr. Wee's banana na 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 and Huey, what have you guys been up to today? See if I'm looking here to see if I missed anything in the chat. I know Presto Changeo drove his DeLorean out to see. He said he was gonna see. Wait, where was it? Housemaid in the theater. Is that a live stage thing, Housemaid, or is that a movie? I'm out of touch, guys. I don't know what movies are out now. No clue. I don't really have television. I watch some YouTube. And today I watched half of a James Bond movie, The Living Daylights. Scared the living daylights out of me. It kind of did. There were some scary parts. Not terrible, not terrible, but I did a little bit of this. Timothy Dalton Bond movie, guys. Timothy Dalton. What do we think about Timothy? I had a whole discussion today about Timothy Dalton. And, it's tough to fill the role of James Bond, especially when you're the newbie, when you're the new guy on the block. And I think Timothy Dalton, when they hired him, they thought, oh my gosh, great fit because, he's an attractive guy and he is a very established, well-respected British actor, right? British, James Bond, British, the production, I believe the production team is still, or was for that movie, British. And I think, like all systems were go. And, thing is, he looks good, he's fine actor, but here's the thing. I don't know, you do have to bring your own thing to play James Bond. You do. There's the James Bond charisma, there's the Bondisma, but then there's also you kind of have to bring your own charisma because look at Sean Connery. Sean Connery was like kind of the big brutish James Bond, He was the more like athletic, kind of gruff and rough and tumble. James Bond in the books, because I read the books, I think, before I ever saw any of the movies. James Bond is an elegant, sophisticated man. He is a very cultured man. And he has extensive, in the books, he has extensive knowledge of wines, champagnes, foods, golf. I mean, well, he has to learn more about golf when he plays Goldfinger, but He is I don't know, he's charismatic, but, he also, he's kind of finicky too, you know what I mean? He's got that quirkiness about him and but, charisma. Sexy, you gotta have the sexiness somehow, whichever way that fits for you. And, oh my gosh, I'm missing a bunch of chat. I'm just getting lost in my James Bond evaluation. Fine, there was a sudden snow. Everything, including the dog, was covered in snow. Yeah. Yeah, we got some of that snow. Kristen Cheyenne Star, Triple R. Boom, boom, boom. Kristen Cheyenne Star, Triple R. Kristen Cheyenne Star, boom, boom, boom. She travels near, she travels far. She's Kristen Cheyenne Star, Triple R Ranch. Dressing smoothie, aka the mustard queen, K Dog. Do 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 do. Bow. How you doing, Kristen? But yeah, I feel like Timothy Dalton, and I think he's been amazing in some other things. Like, didn't he play Heathcliff at some point in one of the BBC produced movies or something? Um, I respect Timothy Dalton as an actor, and I think he's an attractive guy in general, but is it just me? Is anyone else a Bondy, a James Bondian? And I'm only halfway through the movie, but and I saw Living Daylights years ago. Like I have seen it before. I didn't really remember much about it, but I just am not feeling the Bond charisma, the Bondisma. You're having a good day, KCS Triple R. That's good. Um, Kristen, I'm not going to give too much away because I don't want to say her name or what exactly is going on. But I was talking earlier about how a friend of mine, who is also a friend of yours, has been in the hospital since Wednesday. And maybe I missed it somehow, but I only found out from this person herself today because she texted me. But Kristen, I think you know who I'm talking about. A friend of ours that's been in the hospital since this past Wednesday. I'm so shocked. I didn't know anything was going on with her. So, yeah. And some people don't want their personal information just texted to oh, everyone's gonna know. And I do get that, but I was asked, Kristen, I was asking her when her husband was gonna, go in for his procedure in the hospital. And she was like, "Oh, not until February." And then she just happened to mention, "By the way, I've been in the hospital since Wednesday." And I was like, "Oh my goodness." So yeah. Yeah, I figured you would know that, Kristen. I did. But yeah, very surprised and I feel so bad that she's had to be in the hospital. Dusty, Dusty, listen. Listen, do I need to take the tunnel away? Look at Dusty. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay, you know what? You know what? Dusty, how do I take the tunnel away when she's in here? Dusty. Dusty. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna pet you. I'm gonna pet you. What do you think about that? Okay. I am gonna put this up here for now, Dusty. I I do not accept tunnel destruction. That is a cute tunnel. Yeah, that is a cute tunnel. Why do you need to chew it to shreddles, huh? Um, See? And she's gonna go get the other one, I think. She just went in the other tunnel. Oh. He does his operation the Wednesday before. Okay. Yeah, she had said it wasn't happening until February, and for some reason I thought it was happening January 11th, which is tomorrow. Okay. The Wednesday before your birthday. And aren't we supposed to we're supposed to do something around your birthday time. And I gotta revisit that and figure out when that was. Um, because I definitely want to be in on the Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R birthday extravaganza. I mean, I'm not missing that. I'm not gonna miss that for the world. Slugs? Let's go see Donks. Let's go see Mr. Badonkadonk. Huh. What will happen if I bring the Voidside Gang tunnel into here? What is this donkey? What did I just bring in here? Look at this. Look at him. He's like, what in the world? What in the world? It smells like Dusty. It smells like that big girl Dusty. Okay, you know what? I think there's no room for me to sit. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this back here. Oh, you gonna hide? You gonna go in the tunnel? This cute carrot tunnel. Oh, it's supposed to be the 25th, but I don't know if she is still doing it since she has been. I know. And just, I know things happen, but I'm so surprised. And he always seems really good, health wise, but, you know. So yeah, what have people been up to today? I did a ton of bunny room cleaning and bunny hallway cleaning and dishes and watched half of the Living Daylights movie. Talked to my mom for a little bit. I cooked some food. Okay, so here's what I made today. I cut a delicata squash in half. They're kind of like the oval, small, they're pretty small squash, and they're very sweet and yellow and cook really quickly. I cut one of those in half. I scooped out the seeds. I'm saving the seeds to toast like pumpkin seeds, but I cooked those with some vegetarian sausages, the Beyond Meat, like spicy ones. Meanwhile, in a pot, I got some garbanzo beans, raisins, cinnamon, cumin, coriander, black pepper, sea salt, rosemary, thyme, oregano, sage, all that good stuff. I put that on like a slow boily steam um for a while. Did I add anything else to that? Okay. So then I cooked that, and then when the squash came out of the oven, I the squash, were like hollowed out, so they're like two little boats, and then I filled them with the garbanzo beans that were cooked with the raisins and all the spices and herbs and all that stuff. And then I put the vegetarian sausages like in a little circle around the squash, and I kind of ate both together somewhat. And oh, I took a picture of it. I took a picture of it because it was kind of cute. So maybe I'll put that in the giant bun server. I could do that. It was good. It was good. Oh, and I added a bunch of fresh squeezed lemon to the garbanzos once they were in the squash halves. And that really made the flavors come out super, super nice. Um, Sometimes I forget to put lemon juice on things, but it really does make the flavors pop. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Look at this cutie. He does like his tunnel, and you're not destroying your tunnel the way Dusty is. Gee, what are you doing now, Dusty, huh? Okay, she's calmed down. Oh, because Sluggy is in the tunnel. He's like, Dusty, you gotta chill. I want to be in this nice tunnel, this fuzzy tunnel. Crystal with the K, special K. Crystal, special K. We love our Crystal Special K all day because she's Crystal Special K. Chocolate pecan brain pie in your eye. Do 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 do. I have to button everything. Um, how are you doing, Crystal? I was just talking food with my little delicata squash that I baked. It was very yummy. Um, imagine Steven from Waffle Cone as James. Oh, he. Okay, you know what? Steven would be a charismatic yet funny James Bond. And that is the kind of James Bond I would like to see. I like those two things, funny and charisma. I think Steven would be okay, hilarious. That might sound kind of insulting, but it would be hilarious in a good way, you know? He would have that's what felt like was lacking from Living Daylights James Bond, Timothy Dalton. No offense, Timothy. He could be watching for all we know. He could be a giant Bunz fan. Um, he's one of our British buns. He's a British bun. He has British buns. And he likes buns. And he's British. He is British. Okay. Anyway, but what Timothy Dalton lacked in charisma, guess who's got it? Stevie Choir. Stevie Choir boy has it. So, you know, I say yes to Stephen Choir being the next James Bond. You're welcome, Stephen. I'm endorsing you as the next Bond. Choir. Stephen Choir. He could be really cool. I think Jack and Steven could do like a James Bond themed freak out. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be one of the freak out videos. It could just be like its own thing, you know. But hi, you know, and get to you to pet. Oh yeah, I can get to you for pet. Look at this sweet boy. Yeah, look at you. You know, you're moving on up from that cardboard box to a deluxe carrot decorated tunnel. He's moving on up from the cheapo cardboard box. He's finally got a fancy bunny tunnel. Oh yeah. I'm gonna chill in my tunnel. It's so fuzzy and nice. I'm gonna hide in my tunnel. Until my mom is nice. If she brings me the cookies, then I might help out. And if she don't bring the cookies, I'm gonna hide in here and pout. Oh gosh, I like that. I love that theme song. We're moving on up from the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Like that's back when like TV shows had theme songs that like you really wanted to hear. Um Friends song, you know, that was cute, but like it wasn't groovy. It wasn't groovy. Like, wait, what was okay, wait. What was the name of the TV show that I was just singing that theme song? That was the Jeffersons, wasn't it? Yeah, pretty sure that was Jeffersons. That was a funny show. That was a good show. Sound you love squash? I know, Crystal, the thing about squash, me and squash, is that I forget to eat it. Like, I just don't think about it. And now in the winter, it's one of those things that, like, it's still around, like, because they will last, quite a long time. So now I'm kinda like, "Oh, yeah, butternut squash is awesome." Delicatas, you know what I like about delicatas? They are quick cooking, and they're small enough that you can actually eat them. Like, when I have butternut squash, I have to chop that thing in half, and actually, it's more like chopping it into, like, thirds. I can only eat, like, a third of a butternut squash at a time, but, yeah, squash is really good for you. All the, pumpkin, all that stuff. Um, and it's pretty darn easy. That's the other thing I forget about squash. You think, "Oh, it's a big deal. I gotta prepare squash and blah, blah, blah." Not really. Um, you can cook it with the skin on and just scoop it out. I use like a spoon. You could use a fork too, but you can just, and that's what I did with my delicata. I filled each section with kind of like a chili, kind of like a garbanzo bean chili is what I made. And And then I just, like, scooped, the spoonfuls of my chili were, like, I would get, like, a spoonful of squash with each one, and it was awesome. It was easy and quick. I didn't wanna do anything complicated today. But, yeah, wait, did I miss any other chat? Oh, all I know is George Lazenby was the worst James Bond. Okay, funny that you say that because George Lazenby was a real, one-off, right? However, I saw the George Lazenby movie within the last 6 months or so, and I've been watching these movies with the same group of people, okay? We're trying to watch all the James Bond movies together, and the thing is, the discussion that we had about George was that, he wasn't the worst Bond so far in our opinion. He actually, like, wasn't distracting, you know what I mean? Like, with Timothy Dalton, it just what he wasn't, like, moving me, you know what I mean? Not like it's, the most dramatic role ever created, but there was just something lacking. With George Lazenby, you would think it would be even worse, because something else I heard when I was discussing this, George Lazenby with everyone today was that did you guys know that George Lazenby apparently was not an actor really? Like, it was his first movie, and he was more of, like, a male model? I had no idea. So, okay, knowing that, I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, he did a pretty good job then." He didn't think he was bad. And the movie that George is in, though, is such a different kind of James Bond movie because it's about him getting married. He marries Tracy, and I don't know if everyone has seen that movie, but it is a very dramatic movie, and it's very emotional. Some George Lazenby, for me, did a great job. I never at first, when the movie started, the very first time I saw it, I was like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, "Who is this?" And, of course, like, nobody knew who he was, like, which is, you know what, though? Sometimes that works, though, when they use a no-name person to fill an iconic film role, it's like you have no impression of them. So you kinda almost believe that they're the character even more, if that makes any sense. And, "Oh, we want a no name," or what do they call it, a newcomer or a and, I don't know. Somehow George Lazenby seems to have done a better job, in my opinion, in, like, the small group that I'm watching the movies with, than Timothy Dalton. So I don't know, but that's just the opinion of a couple people, really. Um, but I like to discuss all things James Bond. I'm a Bond geek. and you wouldn't necessarily think, oh, Captain Kira would be in a James Bond. I already like James Bond movies because when I was on vacation one summer, something I did every summer visiting my grandparents, like we ended up seeing a James Bond movie, and it was the first one that I ever saw. And and then I started reading the books, and then I got into a discussion with my church group leader, and he was like telling me, "Oh my gosh, I'm a huge James Bond fan. Come see my like book collection." And so he started lending me all his paperback books of James Bond. And then I started watching some of the Bond movies with my church group leader, and he was a guy I would not think would be in a James Bond. And he was just, I don't know, it was surprising to me. But anyway, so I have been almost a lifelong James Bond fan. You're home now, AJ? Okay, welcome home. I'm glad that you made it back safe and sound. Good for you. And I hope that you had a good time. Crystal, your mama made squash with onions. We ate it with hot buttered corn. Oh, the hot buttered cornbread. Oh, my mama did not make that, but boy, that sounds good. We had the hot buttered cornbread. My gosh. Youngsville. The punk has landed. Yes. That is so cool. I'm glad that you had a trip, AJ Punk. If you feel free to tell us anything you want, or you just certainly don't have to, but yeah, we could live vicariously since I think you're the only person who took a trip this weekend. But yeah, whatever you want to share is fine. Kristen, you're having a good day. You spent the day relaxing. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Oh, that was the other thing, you guys. I was supposed to start my taxes today, and I have them out on my dining room table. I would have had I not. I just I got into another deep cleaning phase with the giant buns room. It is just, it's a lot of work, but think I think I will be able to do my taxes tomorrow. The ballet season starts up again tomorrow, and I will probably be. I'm going to think positive. I've been running, not every day, but almost every day. I've been running. I have been doing not enough stretching, but I have been doing my little strengthening stuff, my core strengthening stuff that I have to do. I don't know, but yeah, guys, tomorrow I have ballet in the morning for the first time since Thanksgiving. Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly to go that long without ballet. I've been doing some pliés here and there and little bits of releves and stuff, but I'm curious. I'm going to put a positive spin on it. I'm curious to see what will happen this week. Um, I ordered a 5-pound bag, or maybe it's more than that. I ordered a big pound of Epsom salts from Amazon today because I am anticipating I will need to soak. I'm just preemptively striking. Um, right, Delphine, you want to go to ballet? Would you like to go to ballet tomorrow and be a ballet bun? Oh, you would get so much attention. You would get so much pets. How cool would that be? That would make a really cute video. The ballerina bunny. Put a little tutu on you and pull like a ribbon around your ears. Oh, so cute. Little crown, a little ballerina tiara. Or it would look really cute, a little crown of like a little flower crown around your ears. Oh, that'll be so sweet. But yeah, I have a big day tomorrow. It's gonna be a big week. But I do have to do my taxes. Should have done them during the holidays, but I had a super busy holiday season with parties and having people over and stuff like that. And what else? Concerts. Saw some concerts. Got together. I've been going over to my friend's house to run with her and her Lipizan, beautiful white Lipizan horse. Um, and I told her I would run with her this coming week. And then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I don't know if I'll be able to walk after getting back into ballet this week. What am I thinking? I'm going to run with a Lipizan stallion across the meadows. Like, we shall see, guys. We'll see. But um, I don't anticipate canceling any streams, but I may be hobbling around. Just with sore legs and everything else. AJ Punk, let's see, what are you asking me? Yeah, how was my weekend? It was uh it was kind of weird. It was a little difficult. I spent a lot of time helping two different people, like talking with them, and then there were some things I actually had to like help them with, and that took a lot of my time and energy. Like, okay, I'm just going to give you an example. I went to bed at 2 in the morning due to helping someone out. And then I got up at 6:30 in the morning due to another person. And so I slept 4.5 hours. And so, that's the kind of weekend I had. I was a little overextended. Uh, yeah, I didn't really relax. Yeah, except for watching half of the James Bond movie today while I was eating my lunch. That was nice. That was really chill. But I didn't have a lot of chill moments this weekend. Running with my friend's horse yesterday was really nice too, for a half an hour. That was nice. But yeah, it was just kind of hard. Kind of, not the most chill weekend ever. But it's fine. It's fine. You know what? Could have been it wasn't bad or anything. It was just a little draining. Yeah, a little draining. I'll say that. I do wish a couple things had gone differently this weekend, but you know, no, it's nothing. You can't be in control of everything. Um, right, Delphine? I mean, well, and yesterday, HJ Pump, I know you don't really watch Waffle Pump, but there is a gentleman who is not necessarily frequent, but a longtime guest who calls in to Waffle Pone, Justin Platt. I mean, most people know who he is. And he did some awesome dancing on the stream yesterday, and I just was very wowed by this guy's dancing performances. He kind of surprised me. I didn't know he's a good singer. He really is a good singer, but boy, the guy can dance too. And yeah, so that was fun. But ooh, I'm realizing I have got to get the snow off of my car because I do not want to rush first thing in the morning. You know how it is, you go outside and you're like, "Oh my goodness, I forgot to get the ice and snow off my car." And that's going to take me a good, 10, 15 minutes and, gotta warm the car up. So, oh, that's the other thing. I gotta take all my garbage out, gotta gather all the garbage. and then clear my car. Um, this time of year can be dicey traveling, around with snow and ice and stuff. Um, Justin Plaza Treasure. Okay, AJ. Yeah, he's pretty famous. He is pretty famous guy. So AJ, what was the trip good? Were you able to enjoy your trip? Dusty, are you digging in your litter box now? You're just a busy girl. Super busy girl. Dusty's always trying to figure stuff out. She's very smart. She's very smart. I think I need to give her toys that she can destroy and take apart. Dusty, would that be fun? I need to make her some like wooden toys that she can just chew. She is a big chewer. She likes to dig too, but she is really a chewer. Mm. But yeah, guys, the bunnies were playing so much in these tunnels today. It was super cute. I think the tunnels were a good buy, except for the one that Dusty is destroying. I'm not really sure what to do because then I've been like, as you can see over here, I had to take that part away from her. Um, I don't know. I guess I could just keep repairing them, keep sewing them back together. And maybe she'll get bored. Maybe she will get bored with chewing on them, and then she'll just use them like she's supposed to. Yeah, Yuli, she does. And it's funny because not all the bunnies do that. Teeny chewed a little bit on the cactus tunnel. No one's done anything too terrible. But Teeny and Dusty, they definitely like to get into stuff. Hi. Oh, okay, AJ, the trip was great. I had to help my grandmother down to Florida. I was there for a couple of days. Wow, so you went all the way down to Florida. That's cool. And how nice that you were helping your grandmother. That's good stuff. For a while, I lived near my grandparents and I was their helper. I was the only family member at that time that lived near them at all. And oh my gosh, my grandma especially appreciated it so much and we became really close. We had already been pretty close, but it made us almost like more friends. We had like I mean, it was definitely grandmother and granddaughter, but like also I was just kind of becoming like an adult friend to her and helping her like with practical stuff, and coming up with like real ideas and like helpful solutions and it was like really nice. It was really nice. And it was at a time when my grandfather was not doing well and it was getting very, very tough. And I think she really appreciated me just for the company of being around, but also just helping her. So good on you, AJ Pong. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Aw, where are you going, Delph? Are you gonna go get some food? Oh yeah, there's still stuff on the bunny platter. Oh, those sweet potatoes are so yummy. They're so crunchy. Good food. I'm so healthy. But yeah, what's up ahead for everyone else this week? I am a little scared, frankly, to get back into ballet because it's always so painful to get back into shape. I'm excited though too. for many reasons because of the nice people, the beautiful music, my friend who is my teacher, the beauty of ballet, and also the athleticism. I love being athletic. I love it. I love being strong. I love being flexible. I love dancing full out, leaping, turning, just the beautiful poses, the aesthetic. I love everything about ballet. I like the leotards, the tutus, the skirts, the tights, the shoes. I like it all. Um, I like the discipline and the formality and the discipline of ballet. And I like how it helps you to maintain good posture. Like it really helps your alignment, to keep you keep you all in place. So I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous. Yeah, what was the about trips? Kristen Cheyenne Star. You can feel your ankle. Wait, I keep missing the very ends of your sentences because of the way my phone has that big heart. Uh, I can feel my ankle and my foot. You mean like they're hurting, Kristen? Like, did you sprain an ankle or something? Feet are gross. Well, I don't think feet are gross. AJ Punk, they're a big part of the dance world. Some people have really beautiful feet, with the big arches and just tapered toes and they're the end of the ballet leg line. They're pretty important. Now, sometimes people's feet do have problems. I've had things before with point shoes. I'm not wearing point shoes at the moment, although I put them on at my New Year's party briefly and was on point. And Chicken Dad was like, "Yeah, you got to start doing point work again." He was really uh, sweet. He was very inspiring. So I might start using my point shoes again, but when if you there things can go wrong with point shoes, and you can bruise your toenails, and then toenails can fall off. It can get very ugly. It can be very brutal to be in ballet. That's the other thing. There can be some very painful things that can happen, and they've happened to me, and they've happened during when I was dancing professionally with a ballet company. And you just wrap your toes up as much as you can, put some padding in there, and I've had blood-soaked point shoes. Um, Nowadays they have they have actually toe pads, which that helps. But I still can't wait. I still can't spell tea with blueberries in it. Ooh, that sounds good. Well, and I've got my tonic water with cherries. Mm-mm-mm. But tea with blueberries, I wouldn't say no to that. Guys, we're we have reached a little bit after 9 o'clock. Christian Cheyenne Star. I think I have to put my adoptive daughter to bed because she's probably got school in the morning. And AJ Punk just got back from a big trip to Florida helping his grandmother. He's very nice to do that. Um Crystal with a K got to relax, which is so nice. That's what we want on the weekend or whenever, you get a day that you can do it. Um, who else? We's been on and on. Got some snow, as did I. Um, Hewley, I know you did some cooking, some really good cooking yesterday. And Hewley suggested that Stephen Choir should be James Bond, which I agree with. I want to see that. And yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. Um, I'm a little bit low energy tonight. If anyone remembers, I did only sleep for 4.5 hours. So it's just I will get some more. I will try to get some more sleep. And I will be more energetic next time. I am donkey. Hee hee hee. You should guess my grades. A pluses. I know my adoptive daughter's getting A pluses so far. Or you know what? I don't really care about grades, honestly. I just hope you are happy and learning some stuff and like that the people like you have friends at school and that the security guard, I know that security guard is your friend now, kind of. But I know that grades are important in a way because for getting into college and all that stuff. But I've never been obsessed with grades though. That's just not my personality. But I just hope you are doing well personally, Kristen. That's the most important thing. You have 1 F. That's okay. Just it's the beginning of the semester. You can bring that grade up or drop a class and take something else. If it's not, if it's not going to work out. Always fun hanging out with. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I love hanging out with you too. I love the way we talk about food and all kinds of stuff. And I got to learn that Crystal's mom used to make her squash with onions with hot buttered cornbread. And I think that is, I can see it in my head. I've got this image. Oh, yummy. But yeah, guys, I will wrap it up. And Christian Shine Star, yeah, maybe you need to get to bed a little earlier. Maybe that's part of the reason that you're having a difficult time with one of your classes. And I've been trying to sleep a lot more, and I think it's been good. I think it's been good for me. Except for last night. But I will pop up a song, guys, and I will plan, God willing, to be streaming tomorrow night. Like I said, you know what? The soreness probably won't technically set in until Tuesday morning. So, but yeah, I have my first big day back in ballet tomorrow morning, and wish me luck. You guys.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Chris and Cheyenne Star, Triple R. Chris and Cheyenne Star. She travels near, she travels far. She's Chris and Cheyenne Star. Kristen, she's the one and only. Puts mustard on macaroni. Lovely girl with a swirl. Because she's Chris and Cheyenne Star, Triple R. Chris and Cheyenne Star. Travels near, she travels far. She's Chris and Cheyenne Star.
Triple R.
Dresses
It's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs. Funky Bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Oh yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me.